Yo, Habibis, welcome back for another arena reset video. And we got AoE for this weekend, and I need to start pushing for the close so we can get the max rewards, hit that apex reward, get the nice ancients. We got some lords coming soon, hopefully, so we need to stack on those, especially after this PR event. A lot of people drained out of their ancients, so right here, I got the classic arbiters with Eirlys combination. I'm going to show you how to set it up, run a couple autos, and just start pushing. I mean, at the moment, I'm in Overlord, and I mean, we check the number one, number two, whatever players in Arena. He is running Eirlys at A0. So you don't need crazy awakenings to be able to hit Apex if you're running this. Obviously, A5 Ingrid makes this a lot easier, and A3 Valara makes this easy. You don't even need her A3, you can get away with it A1, but the more awakenings on Ingrid and Valara, the better. Obviously, Diao Chan at A3 is great, but A1 works. Eirlys doesn't need the awakenings. And Pope, you just need the certain boost for his passive abilities and etc. to make this work. So we're going to get on to all of that, and let's have fun with this. Okay, so let me just get into the gearing real quick here. If we go into Praetus, Praetus is in a Soulbound Arcana, okay? Ingrid is in Infernal, okay? You want high speed, attack, etc., okay? Valara, Cataclysm set. Make sure you're running the Esoterra order. Mine is not even the greatest. I would have preferred to have Rage Regen or a flat attack here, but we didn't have that. Diao Chan, high attack. Mine's not the highest. I wish I could push a little higher. I mean, I could use some Maurig upgrades here to bump up the bonuses, and we could get a variant on the weapon, but it is what it is. And then Eirlys in a Wings of Grace. Just bump up the BP, you know, the battle power, and run a Tia's bomb. Does help a lot. So that's the gearing. Let's get into the setup now. All right, so let's get into the setup for you guys. We're going to be fighting the Drill Master before we get into a couple autos here. Pay attention to how I do it. I do it a lot different than some people. We're going to place down our Valara. Okay. We're going to ult. We're going to use our lightning right away. Sorry. Okay. Then we're going to place down our Diao Chan as soon as possible. Swap her. And there you go for wave 1. Now, when it comes to wave 2, we're actually just going to spam. You want to spam click your lightning. Basically, that's what it comes down to. Spam click the lightning, and that should be a perfect timing for wave 2. And there you go. Wave 2 done. Now, wave 3 is the most important because you want to click Valara. You want to use her ultimate as soon as possible, right when the enemies come out of the portal. Okay? So right when you see the enemy come out of the portal, you use her ultimate. Okay? She's going to do her little pushback, and then you're going to lightning, and it's going to cause a chain reaction, and she's going to kill everybody. Okay? Now on to wave 4. We're not going to do anything here. We're going to save our lightning. We're going to place down our Ingrid right away. Okay? Valara and Ingrid are going to take care of all of this. All right? Now, when the dogs are moving, we're going to lightning once and swap our Diao Chan. Okay, the reason I do it like this, the reason I swap Diao is to prevent deaths on auto, because sometimes, depending on the BP, you do get some explosion damage on Ingrid and Valara, and we want to prevent them from dying on wave 5. So the dogs don't need that much damage to finish them off, so I swap Diao, use the lightning, and then once she's back at her ultimate swap, we can swap her back. Okay? And Ingrid and Valara should be at max HP basically. Now, beginning of this wave, we're going to lightning once on 5 to help clear the beginning. Okay. And then we're going to ultimate with Valara right away. And we're going to lightning on the end of wave 5. Okay. And that should take care of all of that. So that's the way I like to do it. It does help on the autos, in my opinion. So now we're going to place Eirlys at cost 18. And we're going to 2x this because we're going to just use a single lightning at the end of this. The third group of enemies right here. We're going to lightning once now. And Ingrid should deal with this on her overload mode. Okay. Now on to wave 7. All right. We can lightning once at the start. Valara is going to do her pushback. And then we can ultimate with Valara. Okay. Depending on how fast your Valara gets her ultimate, you don't have the lightning at the start, but I do it just in case on autos, okay? On the second group of enemies that are done, you can place your Praetus facing up, and then we can double lightning the rest of this wave, okay? Perfect. Awesome. Okay, on to wave 8. We're going to lightning once at the start. Okay, Valara is going to do her pushback. Right after the pushback, we can ult with her. And we can ult with Praetus. And that should work on a auto run on any BP, low or high. You should have no issues, okay? Now, we're going to double lightning wave 8. And we should take care of all of this, okay? Perfect. Okay. Now on to wave 9. All right, wave 9. We're going to lightning once here. And we're going to ultimate with Praetus. Want to spam his ultimate so he can get it off quickly. Okay, we should clear everything here with nobody dying. We're going to ult with Valara. She's going to do her pushback. Okay, even if you get a leak like there, it's fine. We're going to take care of all of that in a second. And you're going to double lightning the rest of them. Okay. If you ult a little quicker with Valara, you would avoid that. But it doesn't matter at the end. The double stack of lightning and that small delay in Valara. The longer you can go without her ulting on wave 9, the more she can extend to that last wave on wave 9. And then you can finish them off quicker with the lightning. So that's the team. You can adjust the timings based on your gearing, your rage regen on Valara. If you find that she's not getting her ultimate quick enough in your team, just put a substat of a rage regen on one of the pieces and you're good. So that's the setup. Let's get into a couple auto runs now. All right, so we're fighting Heisenberg right here. Kind of a low BP, but I want to show a couple different setups. One against an Eirlys matchup and one against a Draelyn team. So, and I want to see how this team works against both on a auto. So, interesting enough, he plays his Diao-chan on the top. You know, it works. I haven't seen that. So, our Valara on wave 3 should take care of all of that. Nice. Our lightning was much better than his. There. On to wave 4. Nice. We got our Ingrid down. Okay. We get a lightning out. There we go. All right. Should get a Valara out. Nice. Perfect. Okay. All right. Wave 6. Looking good. Looking good. Lightning goes out. We do lose that one, which is fine. Okay. On to wave 7. We should get our Valara ult. Probably went a little too early with that Valara ult. Probably could have waited a bit so she kind of extends into this wave right there, but it did work out fine. Okay. So we're in a pretty healthy lead. Okay. Valara gets her ult off just in time. Nobody dies because of Eirlys. She is giving some beautiful shields as well. We get the double lightning there. And we do win that one. All right. Last wave. All right, let's see how this works. We get a single lightning out. Praetus' ultimate should activate. Valara's ultimate right on time. He does leak, but it shouldn't matter because we're able to clear that wave pretty quickly. And even with that one single leak, he wasn't able to clear the top ahead of us. So pretty easy. Let's get into the next. All right, we're fighting Prominence here with the Draelyn composition. Wanted to test against that as well. Again, with the Draelyn team, it's the only difference is on wave 3, you ult the same time, but however you move Valara up on wave 3. And then instead of Eirlys at 18 cost here, you place Draelyn at 18 cost where Valara is here. You see how they moved their Valara. And then you ult with Draelyn on wave 7 and on wave 9. Again, if your Draelyn is A1, you get that inspiration boost, which is pretty nice. There is a couple people in the top 5 that use Draelyn. And I think one of them uses Draelyn at A0 even. So it is a good composition. I do like it. It's just with the Eirlys, you get an extra ult off on wave 8. So you do beat Draelyn teams there. And I guess we beat Prominence. So let's go fight somebody else real quick. Alright, so we're going to be fighting Aqua here. I guess this would be a good way to end the video. He's running an interesting team. And I was curious to see how his works with the cultist. Alright, I did make a video this week with chaotic AoE, but I should make one on the cultist with Rosalia. That would be a fun video. There we go. His Valara is not going to be stronger than ours because ours is boosted with an Arbiter, a Lord, as the lead, but he does have that nice Rosalia, who is gonna destroy us on wave 4 right there. Pretty nice. It's a pretty interesting team he's got. So we're down to 72% quickly. Okay. Gonna get our Valara ult. We're gonna win that one. Okay. The one thing that knocks Rosalia back is the length of her recovery of her ultimate, right? It does take a bit for her to get her ultimate back, but we do win wave 6. Okay. He's gonna place his Ezra there. Okay. All right. We are getting a arena revamp, so it's gonna be. I'm gonna be curious to see how that works. Whole new map, whole new setup of way the enemies, a different way of tracking the health bar and how much points you lose per wave. Hopefully they fix a lot of the bugs in arena. There's a bug right now where people are fighting your old defense, so make sure you guys check that replay. Make sure you check your replay and you see what the heck people are fighting. Because I checked that earlier. I did send it to the devs to check that out because I saw on the replay that people were hitting a fun team I was testing for a video, but it is what it is. So we're in Apex. We're going to be pushing a lot higher than this. It's just a start, but I just wanted to showcase real quick what team I'm running for the weekend, like I usually do. And hopefully this video helped. I think the last time I did the AoE, I did a updated Draelyn team. So now this is the updated Eirlys team with all the new revamped HP on the enemy. So I'll catch you guys for another video soon. If you are interested in a takeover, join the Discord. The link is in the description. I'll catch you guys for another one soon. Peace.